Okay, so my next question is, where do you find your photo inspiration and how did you find your aesthetic? Okay, so where I find my photo inspiration is not only from all of my fellow bloggers that I follow, and there's tons, but I also find a lot of inspiration from Pinterest. You guys, I love Pinterest. I find so much inspiration from Pinterest, and I recommend everyone to make an account and just start pinning, because your feed will eventually become a huge mood board of things that inspire you. So Pinterest is huge for me. So on to finding my aesthetic. It took me a while to find my personal aesthetic, and my current aesthetic is what I feel the most connected to. It involves a lot of color, and it's bright, and it exudes happiness, in my personal opinion, and that I feel like is what I am as a person. So it's an aesthetic and a feed that I relate to the most. If you look back in my previous feeds, it was a lot of neutrals, some color here and there. I tried the vibey theme for a bit, and like the neutral background and being very clean and minimalistic, but I find the feed and vibe that I'm going for right now has been a true representation of who I am as a person, and I am loving it. It makes me so happy, and it makes it even better that you guys are loving it just as much as I am, because creating this content and really just like falling in love with the pieces and the content that I'm creating, it brings me so much joy and happiness. And the fact that you guys take inspiration from my photos, specifically the field photos, I have actually started to highlight on my Instagram feed, named You, and it's all of my stories featuring your guys' posts where you tagged me, and you found inspiration from my post for your particular shoot that you're doing, which it blows my mind. It honestly makes my day, because that's why I started this. It was to inspire people, and the fact that now I can create a highlight of all of you guys and all of your content that has been inspired from my content, that just means the world to me. I kind of went on a tangent. Another question that I got was, would I ever quit my full-time job for Instagram? I've thought about this, and I've thought about it a lot. For me, right now, in this current moment, I would not quit my full-time job. And there's a couple of reasons. One, I really enjoy my full-time job. I love the fact that what I sell ultimately makes a person healthier. It could possibly save their lives, and I don't want to give that up yet. I feel like I found a pretty good balance of juggling my full-time job and Instagram. So I don't think I would give up my full-time job yet. And I don't know if I ever will. Right now I don't, but who knows what will happen in the future, because I know I eventually want to have my own brand, maybe like clothing line, etc. Who knows what will happen. For right now, I don't want to give up my full-time job. So my next question is, when do you schedule shoots? Any organizational tips? Yeah, so I usually schedule shoots now on the weekends. So Saturdays and Sundays is when I have my shoot days. It's been easier now being in quarantine. If I had things to do with my friends, or if I wanted to hang out with my boyfriend, obviously I would take that into consideration and do everything kind of earlier in the day. And I kind of like to do my shoots earlier in the day anyway, just because that's when sunrise is and I get the golden hour light, which I love. And if you've seen my feed, you know that I'm like a huge fan of golden hour light. If I look at my schedule for the week and I see that I need to get more things done during the week, then I will wake up earlier before work during the weekdays and plan out a shoot. I have my own little studio set up in my kitchen downstairs, which I will eventually show you guys, but basically I turn a certain section of my kitchen into my shoot studio. I go ahead and I bring my full-length mirror downstairs, I set it up where I want, I go ahead and I bring my full backdrop, I bring all that downstairs and I set it up the night before, so when I wake up in the morning, I don't need to set it up in the morning. I just get up, wash my face, put makeup on, get in my first outfit that I need to shoot, head downstairs, set up my tripod, and then I'm ready to go. So that's kind of how I like to prepare for a shoot on the weekend or the night before for, shooting during the workday. Organizational tips. So in terms of content creation, I really don't write too much down. I more so write things down when I have certain collaborations that are due on a certain day. And I actually use Danielle Bernstein's influencer organizational platform called MoAssist. And also what has helped me kind of separate my full-time job and Instagram, obviously, is to have 2 separate planners for both. So I have a planner for my full-time job and I have a planner for Instagram. And that's just kind of helped me stay organized when trying to juggle both. So the last question is best time management and work-life balance tips. I feel like because I don't do Instagram full time, I have a pretty good balance of work, Instagram, and life. Because I've gotten busier specifically during this quarantine time, I haven't really ran into the struggle of trying to balance work, Instagram, and friends and family. I'm sure once this is all, like, quarantine and kind of COVID is all over with, I will run into that problem, but I'm gonna cross that bridge when I get there. For right now, how my schedule works really well for me. I still have time for my family because I'm still at home. So I have dinner with them every night. During the week, we kind of all do our own thing. Me and my dad are working. My mom has school. My brother and sister, they're both students, so that their classes are done and over with, so they're not really doing much right now. But we all come together for dinner at night. On the weekends, I obviously shoot, but I still try to find time to hang out with my family during the weekends, even though they have their own things, whatever. My dad, like, works on his garden. My mom's outside. Like, everyone's kind of everywhere. But, yeah, I haven't really ran into any of those struggles yet. So I will keep you updated on that. But I guess some tips that I have is just prioritize your time. I personally believe it's all about time management. If you can plan out your schedule for the week, work week and weekend, you will be able to find time for yourself, for your friends, for your family. It's all about disciplining yourself and figuring out what time management skills work best for you. So yeah, if you guys want to ask me any more questions, my DMs are always open. I always try to answer all of my DMs. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it wasn't too long. I just tried to jam pack a lot of information into one video, but I hope it was helpful. I'm really excited to start this YouTube channel because this was really fun to do, just to answer all of your questions. If you have any more questions, please feel free to DM me. My Instagram name is @Maggie_McCormick. I'm pretty sure that's my username for all of my social channels, like TikTok, Pinterest. Make sure to subscribe if you want to see more videos. I have so many things planned for this YouTube channel, and I'm super excited, and I hope you guys are too. Make sure to hit the bell. What else did they say? Subscribe, notifications, and yeah.